My bad, John. I was checking up from off.
Good Tuesday evening, everybody. Welcome to the Digital Sim Sports Network and our live coverage of the Epic Racing Association Gunslinger Whiskey Super Late Model Series Southern National Speedway this evening. 75 laps for our feature tonight. Guys wrapping up practice here in a couple of minutes. Qualifying to follow that. We are getting live just in time to kick things off the way you should at every sporting event in the United States with an invocation and the playing and singing of our national anthem.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All righty, big thank you to the Foley boys. Just about time for qualifying. Man, we're timing this up pretty good tonight. Should be a great show. Got about 16 drivers in here. Not as many as we are used to seeing, but these guys have put on a good show. They have been here. This is trip number 3, I believe. But I think it's the first time in the Supers. I think we have been in other cars in the past, and that is the Lumberdude Limousine, the 11 of Adam Vinny, one of the first to roll out onto our racing surface. Barry Hines is just ahead of him. You can't see him just because I'm on the one car, but we will watch Mr. Vinny take his laps, at least the first one. See where he times in. I think you're going to see Monroe get there first. McLaughlin, Turnmeyer, Moore, 14 flat. Vinny, 14.01, just misses the pole. We have not seen the 91 rollout. Dylan Connor is on track. Let's watch this second lap. We'll go watch Dylan Connor. He's been the man to be right there. That completes it up. Adam Vinny moves to the top of the speed chart, 13.95. Here comes Connor on his first timed lap. Moore still second quick. Pete Dillon up to third quick now. 14 flat for Dillon. Lap number 1 for Dylan Connor. No surprise. Straight to the top of the chart. 13.79 for him. Reed Rundle on the track as well. And we'll see what the Lumberdude Jackwagon can do. Over under on yellows 6. Well, my number is always going to be 7. So I have a 6. Reed Arundel, 9th quick. Austin back into the car in turn number 2. That is going to do it for him. Matt Knowles, the only other driver. And he spun it out in turn 4 and comes across the line backwards. I don't think that counts. But he was fourth quick before he did that. And hello, Barbara. I see 16. I know that the triple number cars do not get to qualify, so Stephen Pierce is not going to make a qualifying effort here just because he will start in the back regardless. So qualifying will wrap up here in a couple minutes. Guys are going to have a quick drivers meeting, I think. Well, there's old Friendly over there on the Twitch. How's it going, man? Dylan Connor once again besting the field by a bit. He bested him by about 2/10 nearly. 1395 for Vinny and 1379 for Connor. So those two will have the front row and we get ready to kick this thing off, and that's going to be a tough deal to go chase that 91 car down. He likes to get out front. He likes to set the pace, and he will run just hard enough to stay out in front of everybody. So if you're going to pass him, you're absolutely 100% going to have to go up there and take it away from him, make him do something he doesn't want to do, or try to catch him sleeping, and that's a tall order as well. Last show for the week, but I am super excited about next week because we start to fill things back in a little bit. We'll have the doubleheader on Monday with Mars and DSRL back to back. We'll turn around and come back here Tuesday. These guys are getting pretty close to the end of the season. I'll go count the races here at some point and let you know how many weeks are left in this season. I think it's maybe 3 or 4. And then next Thursday night, Netcode Esports brings back the Mighty Midget Series, a new title sponsor for that series. Supposed to be getting us all the artwork for it so we can start working on some stuff. But we are going to have 5 shows over 3 nights. Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And we are hoping to start filling in Wednesdays. And as soon as Mars and DSRL run their course, which is about the end of September, they'll take a short break, and then they will go back to Sundays and Mondays. And I think it'll be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday at that point. So, tons of action. Hello, Tiny Dancer. Mindy Lee is here, and she is disappointed that her man is not out there turning the laps. Now, Adam is there. Don't get me wrong. That's her man, but you're her favorite. And she is very sad that you are not out here making some laps. All right, looks like our session is coming to an end for qualifying. We'll see how much time they're actually going to give them for the World. It's probably going to be the full 5, but they're running the drivers' meeting through part of it. So, yeah, you got that one fan, and you're letting them down. I don't understand you. You look at Josh Westendorf. Reed Rundle is right there. That is Justin Moore right behind them. Casey Wynn and Adam Vinny are running around right behind each other. Pete Dillon. Mark Ertz. Oh, that was ugly. I don't know what happened. That looked like... there's the guy that started the party. Zach Stallnacker got in here pretty late. Did get a qualifying effort in, but he did not get any practice laps. And, well... I think it showed a little bit right there. Barry Hines in the 8 car. That SRT machine looking pretty good. The Dodge SRT. John Payette. I think the guys are going to get a little start practice here. They're going to get side by side. You can see Marvin Turnmeyer's in the group. Jeff Werdeman is also back in here. There's Casey Wynn. There is Sean McLaughlin up there on top in the 77 machine. Mark Herzog in the 57. I'll tell you who I don't see Austin DeMoore. Yeah, that would be good. Well, you still got fair stuff going on for a couple more weeks. Then we expect to see you back. You and I'll get together with some artwork here pretty quick too, sir. A little mock start to see what is going to happen so these guys understand the give and take part of getting through a couple of laps and settling in. Top side still looks a little slick. I remember that from the last time we were here. Trying to get the power down up on the outside. A lot of guys found that fence because the car just gets really tight. Oh boy, we got the big one. Backup cars are going to be pulled out of trailers very quickly here. Yeah. Ends on Sunday. Well, then you can be back on Monday night racing. I'm sure the boys wouldn't mind a little bit of help with admin too. Only one dirt show next Monday night. It's a late show, so. But you could make Mindy Lee real happy and go out there and run with the Mars guys. Those pavement street stocks. Couple more minutes in the warm-up session. They'll get ready to get out here. 75 laps this evening. So far, we've got a 6 and a 7. Anybody else getting in on the over-under for the cautions tonight? You never know. We may have something. We may do a little, one of our little funny prize pack deals to give away. You never know. If you don't play, you can't win. Woo. Little bumper car action trying to get this pit party started. Guys kind of minding their P's and Q's right now. Not sure what happened in that first incident there, but there goes one. Slipping and slide. Boy, I tell you what, it's going to take about 3 to 4 laps for the tires to warm up for these guys to really be able to get super aggressive. Oh, Barb's back in it. She said 8, so we got a 6, a 7, and an 8. The way it's looking right now, she may hit the number. You never know. I kind of hope, and I hope these guys kind of go flag to flag here, or at least only one caution. But we have seen really, really good clean racing. Then we've seen the guys that just struggle getting the power to the pavement and getting loose on the exits of the corners and everywhere else, and it just causes mayhem. So. I do love that he kept the purple tires on the purple car. Old Adam Vinny here. All right, session has come to a close. That means it is time to line them up for the feature. And we are going to get down here at the end of pit road, and we'll throw up tonight's starting grid. On the pole, the 91 of Dylan Connor. No surprise there. The kid's quick. He likes to be out front. If he can position himself there, it's going to be very difficult for these guys to beat him. He'll have the 11 of Adam Vinny with a fantastic qualifying run this evening, starting on his outside. Your row 2 to the inside, the 87, Justin Moore. Outside the 15, that's Matt Knowles. Pete Dillon will put the 7 car on the inside of the third row next to Mark Herzog in the 57. Row number 4, we'll see the 5 of John Payette on the inside and Sean McLaughlin in that 77 car on his outside. And we'll move back to row number 5 to see the Lumberdew Jackwagon, the 43 of Reed Rundle inside, and Marvin Turnmeyer in the 16 on the high side there. The 6th row, Josh Wessendorf has the 92 car inside, and Zach Stallnecker will put that 55 machine on the outside of him. And our final couple of rows here, the 8 of Barry Hines inside row number 7 with Casey Wynn. Surprise for Wynn to be that far back. He is in the 05. And then the 81 of Jeff Werdeman and the 124 of Stephen Pierce. They will have the back row to themselves to get things started. So we'll be looking for who is a hard charger, who is our hard luck driver tonight. Gordon, Connor, 5. So we're 5, 6, 7, and 8 for those scoring at home. The over-under on our caution periods tonight in this 75-lap feature. Lights off on the pace vehicle. That means we are going to light the fires, kick the tires, and get things started. ERA Gunslinger Whiskey Super Late Model Series from Southern National tonight. The Mid-East Shootout.
Green flag, green flag.
And the green flag in the air. Adam Vinny. Boy, did he get a good start. Going to hang on that right rear quarter this time. Connor clears him. Vinny's going to fall in line in front of Justin Moore. Pete Dillon grabs fourth. Matt Knowles. Mark Herzog fighting over fifth. Sean McLaughlin is right in behind that. So they work down the backstretch. Top 5 single file, 6th and 7th side by side, 8th single file, 9 and 10 are side by side. Casey Quinn, my goodness, already 4 spots improved, make it a full 4 now as he gets around Marvin Turnmeyer. That was quick. Matt Knowles slipped on the outside there, and he gave Sean McLaughlin that 6th spot. We're going to get back towards the front. Watch these two. Oh, big slide for Justin Moore. Moore going to lose 1, going to lose 2. Might be able to hang on to that. Nope, Pete Dillon's going to clear him. Thought he might be able to stay on the inside and get Pete Dillon back, but he did not. So he slips back to 5th. He was 3rd. Adam Vinny, I don't think he's really pushing the issue too hard. I think he's running hard enough to make Connor maybe use his stuff up a little bit. He is running a pretty good line around here. A little wide on the entry, cuts the car down in the middle, and that is really going to be easy on the tires on entry. That time it looked like Dylan Connor nicked the fence down the backstretch. Back behind Herzog, trying to hang on to 3rd right in front of Pete Dillon. He's got a stack of about 6 of them right there, and I'm seeing Marvin Turnmeyer slide back. Caution, Josh Westendorf has an issue. 92 machine. Down into the corner. Looks good there. Oh, high side on exit. This might be just a loop. It was. Wow. He split between cars. Nobody hit him. He clipped the fence, so he'll have a little bit of nose damage on that 92 machine. Try to get a look. Looks like maybe he didn't hit it as hard as it looked. He's got that popped back out, it looks like. So caution number 1, 9 laps in. Marvin Turnmeyer on pit road. Marvin, whoa, what happened to Marvin Turnmeyer? Marvin looks good here. He's in behind Stephen Pierce right there. I do not know what happened to his car. Oh, right there. He clipped that fence going in. It knocked the front end off. It knocked the nose piece off that 16 machine. So that is a little odd. Not sure. That just seemed like such a light contact. A tiny little brush with that inside fence coming around to go into pit road, and he loses the entire nose clip off that thing. That's a lot of damage for such a weird little bit of contact. Huh. Wondering if maybe he missed a shift and blew the motor on that car. So he is sitting on pit road, not going anywhere. Pace truck's getting out of the way. We're about to be in the start zone. Green flag once again. Restart lap 9. And once again, Adam Vinny thought he was going to have a good run through 1 and 2. The door is open. Herzog now trying to make Vinny give a spot up, and he just about had him. But Vinny fought back off the top side. Adam Vinny does not want to give up that spot. But if he doesn't try to get in line pretty quick here, Pete Dillon is going to be right there, and he's going to keep that door wide open. And caution, that's going to save him. John Payette in the 5 car right next to Sean McLaughlin. Oh, yeah, car high. Yep, that's all you can say there. Car high, you didn't have him cleared. Right across the nose. We'll see how badly McLaughlin's car is hurt. Looks like a right front damage to McLaughlin. Left front, not too bad. Right front took the brunt of that left front on Stephen Pierce's number 124 machine. So 2 cautions now. 7's starting to look pretty good. Just saying. I see the gang is all here except for Jay. Anyone have idea where Jay is at? Because he's the only one tardy to the party now. All right. Connor, Herzog, Vinny, Dillon, and Moore are the top 5. Knowles, Rundle, Wynn, Werdeman, and Stallnacker. Our top 10, Hines, McLaughlin, Westendorf, Pierce. And if Payette gets back out of here, he'll be number 15. So, little bit of early cautions. One was a self-spin. No harm, no foul. Nobody got hurt. Second one, well, a couple drivers probably going to have to talk to each other about what went down there. Just going to be my guess.
Green, green, green.
And the green flag back over the speedway. Will Herzog make a run at grabbing the top spot? Oh, big slip off of 2, and Adam Vinny's going to get his nose back in there. This battle may be back for second between Herzog and Vinny and Pete Dillon. And he's just trying to keep clean air as we go yellow once again. Oh, boy. Now what do we do? Jeff Werdeman have a crash? 81 car right there in the middle of the screen. He may get some help. Oh, he got a little loose, got up the track. I think I'd like to see that from another angle, maybe. It looked to me like he just got a little free. He may not have gotten any help. Oh, nope, nope. He got hooked on the left rear, and when he went up the track to save it, car was already there. Nothing intentional. Just one driver missed the braking point a little bit. Got into the back of the other. So now we're up to 3, and I don't know. We're about 20% of the way into this thing, so we could end up above 8. Single file. There comes John Payette back on the racetrack. I don't know. He might be some laps down. I'm not sure. Looks like Marvin Turnmeyer's was terminal. Let's see if Turnmeyer is available real quick while we got about 30 seconds. Marvin Turnmeyer, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Tell us what happened real quick before we go back to green.
Driver's an idiot and just drove it straight into the wall.
And it's badly hurt and you can't come back.
Yeah, about 10 minutes damage. So,
oh my!
We'll play the eye in the sky tonight. Try to get these guys settled down, and hopefully we can put on a good race the rest of the night.
All right, man. We had to check because it didn't look like it was that significant a contact, and then the car just flew apart on you. So, thanks for chatting with us, buddy.
Yeah, I had an AR bodies on tonight instead of a 5-star.
Yeah, well, that'll teach you.
There you go.
Marvin Turnmeyer letting us know what was wrong with this car. We're back on the green. First, oh, that was Pete Dillon. That is bad, bad, bad news right there. Oh, my. Yeah, we know Pete Dillon was in that. There we go. Pete Dillon. We're going to go a little ways back. We're going to get our camera in close. He just got super loose. Like I said before, the top side of this track. Woo, yeah, that was all by himself. He gets Reed Rundle. He gets Sean McLaughlin. That's a lot of damage. That's a ton of damage right there. Bunch of cars hurting. Now we'll see how bad Rundle is hurt. Let's go look at all of them if we can get a look. Oh, yeah, Rundle missing the hood, right front, left front, all crushed in. Sean McLaughlin is missing wheels and tires. Yeah, I don't know how the coilover stayed on that, but okay. Jeff Werdeman got a chunk of that. Left front and nose damage, right rear corner. He's missing the spoiler. He might be missing the rear bumper cover. There's the 92 of Westendorf. He's crushed in a couple of places, nose and the left front for sure. So, a war of attrition has broken out at Southern National Speedway. So we got it covered from 5 to 9, and we're at 4. I am afraid that Mr. Connor, I know you're close, but I think we're going to go past you. It's probably coming down to we're 10 and myself at the moment, if these guys settle down. Otherwise, we're going straight to Barb and all the way up to Bill here real quickly. This place is tricky anyway. It's an old racing surface. There's not a ton of grip out there. And when you're up on that high side, if you get a little rambunctious with the throttle, it is a handful. It doesn't matter what car you're in. It is a handful up there. These super lates just have a lot of horsepower and no weight to the car.
All right, man.
So they're mildly disproportionate
We are not going green.
power to weight ratio. Going to extend the caution for an extra lap. I think that's a wave around. That was John Payette. And John Payette will get back on the lead lap. We only have 10 cars. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cars out here. Is Werdeman out there a couple laps down? Yeah, Werdeman is out there. He's a couple of laps down. He should get a wave around the next time we catch a caution. We'll see if they give him 1 or they give him 2. Green flag.
All right, man.
Oh, we're going to stick the yellow flag back out one more time. We were not ready. Payette was nowhere close to being caught up. And I say you give Jeff Werdeman a quick wave around right here and let him scoot around, but not my circus, not my monkeys. All right, looks like this time we are going to try to go green. No extension to the caution. Pace truck going to duck off. And the green flag going to come out. Herzog tried to fight it a little, lost the back end off it too. Adam Vinny wasn't able to get a great restart. He is going to have to fight to hang on to third because Matt Knowles is up on that high side. And Knowles finding some rhythm quickly. Now Vinny clears him getting into 3L. As Payette got past Hines. And Werdeman is just riding around, missing half the car. Going to make the laps, try to keep up on the points. Dylan Connors out in front. That is just bad news for the world. You want to try to win one of these races, you're going to have to do something. Make that 91 look more in his mirror than he is out the front and force his hand to run a little harder than you want to. Hope for a caution around midway and go get yourself some fresh shoes. Getting close to a third of the way. 20 laps to be completed this time. 75 on the board. Starting to stretch things out a little bit here.
All right, man. Caution is out.
Caution. Caution once again. 5th time this evening. Stephen Pierce, it looks like, had a major problem. The left front already damaged on that car from an earlier. Just getting caught up in a little bit of stuff. Oh, car in front of him. He tried to duck low, gets right hook, and pounds the outside fence. So that 55 car of Stallnacker got a little bit out of shape, and it just started a chain reaction. That's caution number 5. So right now the man on the number, that is Gordon Connor. But I think it's too early to say we're done with cautions. Just too slick, I think, maybe. I mean, when you get a little damage, it really shouldn't affect your aerodynamics, but when you get the right side of the car hurt, that does, your side bite goes away a little bit more than normal. It looks like Jeff Werdeman's going to get a wave around here. Still lights on our pace truck, so one more time until we get the green, it looks like. Or one more time until we get one to go. Excuse me. Stephen Pierce still on pit road. Stallnacker's back here. Let's go take a look and see. He's got nose and left front damage for sure. Oh, rear end damage. This 55 car may be a handful anyway. We have had somebody on every platform this evening in the chat. That is awesome. We thank you guys so much for joining us. Chatting it up, enjoying the races. We're about to go green once again. Lap number 22 on the restart. Herzog got a good start. He just has to find a little bit of bite on the top of 2, and that is so difficult to do. He is not going to take the lead here, but he might leave the door open long enough for Vinny, and he's going to get it shut coming down the front stretch. The battle's behind that. Casey Wynn now hard charger for the evening. Working into the 4th position. He started in the back row. He has picked up 10 spots since we dropped the green flag 24 laps ago. Not somebody we're used to seeing at the back anyway. Qualifying effort a little less than his standard. But he is making a charge through the field. We got up there pretty wide that time. Maybe rubbed the white letters off the outside of those Hoosier tires. Those may be American racers. I don't know. I can't remember. Settles into 4th behind Vinny. Vinny's still chasing Herzog. Herzog trying to put some pressure on Connor. He's not letting him get too far away. And he may understand the strategy to go try to get the 91, go up there, force his hand, put pressure on him, make him run harder than he wants to. Car coming off pit road. I can't tell who that is. Could be Reed Rundle. Yeah, it is. Rundle back on the racetrack. No hood. I'm not sure he's got a right front fender on that thing. He is a snowplow right now. These guys are working beneath him, and he is doing a great job giving them space, keeping it on one line and letting them work their way around him. Not going to put up a big fight. He's 14 laps down, just trying to salvage some points. They got the right front fender back on it, but the hood wouldn't fit. It was about 6 feet too short because it flew off his car and got run over about 3 times. There's the 5 of John Payette working his way around. Payette in the 7th spot. Go back close to the front. The gap's starting to open up. It's 3/4 of a second now. Herzog
All right, man. Caution
backed
is
off
out.
a little.
Caution
Caution once again. Oh no, 87. Justin Moore, this has got to be a solo deal. Yep. Just got a little rambunctious with the throttle off the very bottom of the corner. Right rear corner is going to get mashed up just a little bit, but he's going to be able to continue. So caution number 6, and now we sit on WeRad. That's our guy over there right now, 6. We're right in my neighborhood, and we are creeping in on halfway, so I don't think I'm going to be the one tonight either. .33 laps, caution number 6. So almost 6 laps per if we're trying to do an average here. And I think that is going to put Werdeman back on the lead lap. Yes, it does. Connor Herzog, Wynn, Knowles, Payette, Moore, Vinny. What did Adam Vinny do? Go to the pits? He did. Adam Vinny went to the pits. Figured we're right about halfway. He wanted to go and get some fresh shoes on that number 11. He's not going to restart bad. Somewhere in the top 6 or 7 here.
All
He
right,
may
man.
be 6th.
Lights are back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We
Jeff
are not going
Werdeman.
green.
Werdeman got a lap back, got back on the lead lap there, and he went to the pits to get fresh tires. His second time on pit road. So we're going to set things up with Connor Herzog, Wynn, Knowles, Payette, Vinny, then Stallnacker, Werdeman, and Moore on the lead lap. And then we get into all the lap cars. Rundle is still out there. He can make it all the way up to 10th if no one else drops out.
Green, green, green.
Green flag back in the air, starting lap number 34. Oh, Herzog with a big dipsy-do out of turn number 2. Casey Wynn going to take third away from Knowles. Adam Vinny on the new tires going to move to the inside and try to get 4th. He's got fresh skins. If we were to go on a pretty good green run, I think he probably has a good chance to start going up here and passing cars. Knowles slips to 5th, Payette is 6th, Stallnacker, Werdeman, and Moore through the top 9. Rundle laps down in 10th, and Hines and everybody else behind that, and it'll all sort out here in a minute. because we've got a couple of guys that are off the lead lap right now. Battle back a little further. Casey Wynn got out of the groove, and Matt Knowles trying to take advantage of that. Wynn going to go from 3rd to 5th. Adam Vinny now back on the podium in fresh tires. He is closing in. Fastest car last time around. He is fastest again this lap. Getting stretched out. This kind of has a green feel to it now. Matt Knowles brushed the fence up the front stretch. It's going to open the door for Wynn to come back after him. And Casey Wynn will put himself back in the top 4. This happening quite a ways behind Adam Vinny, and Adam Vinny has now kind of equaled things down. Lap times pretty much exactly what the leaders are running. "42 laps in the books." Pete Dillon car still sitting on pit road smoking. They're having a barbecue at the 7 pit. Connor's got it out to half a second. It's another 7/10 back from Herzog to Vinny, and then it's about 2.5 seconds from Vinny to Casey Wynn. He's got a half second on Knowles. About 0.8 of a second back to Payette. That 6th place. Werdeman, Moore, and Stallnacker all right there. Rundle in 10th now. Westendorf making laps. He can move up to 11th in about, it's going to be a few. He's going to have to go about 2 more laps, and he is going to move up the pylon to 11th. They are getting stretched out. Josh Westendorf will be the first car to get caught by the leaders, and they will catch him before we get to the end of this if we don't catch a caution pretty soon. But it is Connor, and he is being smooth. He's 14:30 and 14:33 are the top 2. Vinny is right there. He is just far enough back. It could be that he took 2 tires and they've already equalized. I don't see there. Now, I do not see where he took 4 tires, but I don't see that it says 2 either. So, only thing I can say that would explain why he has slowed down just a little bit is he is starting to get gapped out now. Inside 25 to go, down to 23 already. And Reed Rundle got passed by Josh Westendorf, but they are 12 laps apart in scoring. It's just that Rundle's car is so far off the pace right now. He is a good 0.4 of a second slower than the leaders, and they are coming fast. Going to be 20 to go this time by. A good long green run now. Herzog still running nearly identical times to the leader. Adam Vinny now matching back up with the leader's times. Casey Wynn still in 4th, and Matt Knowles in 5th. These two have not stopped battling each other. That time when nicked the fence down the backstretch, that may have hurt the car significantly. The way he slowed, I thought maybe he broke some suspension. Good battle behind that. Werdeman, Stallnacker, Payette, Well, Justin Moore is in that as well. That's a pretty good battle. Dylan Connor now. Adios, amigos. He is running away with this thing. He is out 2.5 seconds now. $15 to go that time by 2.55 seconds, the gap between Connor and Herzog. It is just a couple of tenths between Herzog and Vinny, as that is a very tight battle now, and Vinny's just looking for a weakness, try to exploit it and get around Herzog and come home second this evening. Knowles got back around Wynn. We saw that when Wynn nicked the fence, but he is about a second behind this battle. Make it 2 seconds behind this battle, and Wynn has fallen a second off of that. So we are really starting to get stretched out and spread around the track thinly. Here comes Adam Vinny to the inside of Herzog. And Herzog tried to get down and pin him down to the bottom. But Adam Vinny, a little bit fresher tires, and he is going to take second away. He's got 3 seconds to make up. If he's going to get to Dylan Connor, he needs a caution. $10 to go, the signal.
All right, man.
Caution! Mark Herzog. Oh, my. Mark Herzog. Maybe trying to go after Adam Vinny. Goes into the corner. Comes out. Oh, yeah. Weird line to try to come out. Now, he's not going to hit anything, but those hot, old, worn-out tires. And he lost the back end, spun around. That's going to close things up. Now it gets interesting. Oh, and we are on caution number 7, folks, with 9 to go. Now, do I think we're done with cautions? I think we got at least one more in us, but Herzog going to go in and put fresh skins on it. I mean, he's not going to start that deep. 7th or 8th. And with about 9 laps to go, he's going to have to get a little aggressive. The only thing that I will say about Adam Vinny in this situation is he's going to have to start on the outside. So he is going to have to hit the start perfect. He's going to have to stay on Connor's door. And he's going to have to try to keep him maybe pinned down a little on the exit of turn 2 on the first lap. And if he can't clear him, he's going to have to do it in turn 4 and keep him down so he cannot get that run off. He's going to have a shot to take this win. If he lets him get out in front, I think it's going to be too hard to pass him. I think his tires are fresher, but I don't think they're fresh enough. So Connor, Vinny, Knowles, and Payette. Payette and Knowles. Nope, Knowles. Who is on the outside that isn't filling in their spot right there? Is that Jeff Werdeman? That looks like Jeff Werdeman is up here. No, it's going to be Payette, and Payette is going to move outside that row. Werdeman will swap him spots and go to the inside of row 3.
All right, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not going green this time. We are not
I
going
think
green.
Stallnacker is supposed to be 6th on the outside of that 3rd row. Then Moore, Wynn, and Herzog before we get into the lap cars. Okay. Looks like we got the field set right. We're getting ready to restart here. It's going to be a 9-lap race to the finish. I'm not going to call that a shootout yet. Might get interesting.
All right, man. Light you back on the pace car. We're not
Caution
going green this time. We are not going green.
extended. 11 of our 16 cars still on the track. Reed Rundle in 10th is 13 laps down, and Josh Westendorf back in 11th is 25 laps down. Now the pace truck gets out of the way. Green flag back in the air. Vinny really needed to drive the car hard through 1 and 2. He is going to have a hard time hanging on to second now. He's got fresher tires, but Matt Knowles has the inside position. Vinny fighting hard, trying to keep him pinned. He's going to give up the spot at least for a moment. Here comes Jeff Werdeman with a damaged car late. Payette out of shape. I think Payette became a victim of too many incident points right there because he just flew into nothingness. Going to be 5 to go the next time by. Wave lap for Connor. He has got a battle in the rear view quite a ways, about half a straightaway behind. And it's Adam Vinny trying to get back past Knowles to retake second. Vinny gets the spot now with 5 to go. Can he make up a full second and make a pass on Connor? Because Connor's probably not going to make a mistake. He knows he can just kind of cruise here. Three to go this time. And Herzog trying to make a run late on his fresh tires, but slips out of 2, and that'll keep Werdeman in front of him. Or Moore, I'm sorry. Justin Moore. 2 to go. The signal from the starter's stand, and Dylan Connor out there doing it again. He'll come around. A white flag will wave. 1 second gap. He can just about coast to the finish line in front of these guys. And the 91 once again going to victory lane. Dylan Connor wins at Southern National. Adam Vinny second, Matt Knowles third, Jeff Werdeman and Justin Moore fourth and fifth. So wait for the guys to get around here on the front stretch. Take a look and make sure they're all still on the track. They are. Let's get him in here real quick and say hi to Mr. Matt Knowles. Third place tonight, buddy. That's a pretty good run.
Hey, what's going on, Roger? Hey, it's first time in the podium. Man, I sure have fun racing with these guys, and yeah, man, a good race. Pretty slick out there, but good race.
Yeah, it looked like if you were on the high side, especially on the exits of these two corners down here, 2 and 4, you really had to be super careful getting up out of the corners. A lot of guys with self-spins, man. Did you have any trouble trying to do those high exits?
Yeah, that high side, the throttle control on exit, it was super, super loose. Yeah, you had to baby it. You could get a good run if you get the car straight, but you had to be real patient with it.
Well, that it looked like you did everything just about right. You had second there on that restart. How did Adam Vinny get back around you?
Man, that's all these guys racing real good. Adam, he's a good hard racer and raced me clean. I race him and got a little bit loose. He got the run and got inside going into 2, and he had it, so we had to give it up.
Well, awesome run tonight, man. Give me a couple shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get out here and celebrate your first podium this year.
Yeah, shout out to Marv and Jeff for putting this deal on, and Scrub Dub. And got to thank my sponsors, EGE, makers of farm chemical. So, thank you.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great night. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week. That is Mr. Matt Knowles finishing in third. Now we'll move over The limousine was cruising tonight. He had to fight at the end to come home second, but Adam Vinny, all in all, pretty good night here at Southern National.
Yeah, not bad.
just yeah, you sound so disappointed though. That's a pretty good. You started off the season pretty rough, my friend, and you've been steadily improving as we've gone further and further in. I think it's because you took those green wheels off that car.
Those are actually on the late model stock, but no, the beginning of the year, I was running really well these past few weeks, about mid-season here, coming up to mid-season. I been really struggling, getting in a lot of stuff, and yeah, unfortunate, but yeah, second place finish, I'll take it. Apologies to Matt, I might have run him up on the wall. I got a little loose there. Yeah, figured a few more laps, I might have been able to chase down that 91.
Yeah, fresher tires, but we saw him kind of equalize there during that long green flag run. They just really didn't pay off fully, did they?
No, I think we just need to see what's under the hood of that 91.
Oh, shots fired, folks. Shots fired. Well, an awesome run nonetheless, man. Give me some shout-outs. I know you got a lot of fans in the chat, so make sure you recognize them as well.
Yeah, I appreciate you, Roger, Marv, and Jeff for putting this series on. Yeah, congrats to Dylan on another win. Thank you for Beard Wisconsin Small Batch Beard Oils and Balms. Next Level Litigation Support. Mars, ERA, Scrub-a-Dub, Bam, Puma, It's Wisconsin You Know, the Wisconsinite Podcast, just everybody that's on the car, everyone that stuck with me, everybody that watched. Thanks for coming out and watching us do what we love to do. And, yeah, it was a great night.
All right, man. Thanks for chatting with us. Congrats on a great run. I'll look forward to seeing you next Monday night.
Thanks, buddy. Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to it.
That is Adam Vinny. He finishes second. And it is all about chasing down the 91 car. And so far, no one's been able to do it. So Dylan Connor back up here in a victory lane again. I've lost count, my man. I don't know how many races that is this year that you've won, but it is a passel.
Man, I like coming in and talking to you. It means I've had a good night. But yeah, man, it's been a great season so far. I can't really complain at all. I honestly thought that race was 75 laps. I thought that was going to be the race I pitted, but we went on such a long run, and it was only like 9 laps to the end. I was like, well, I'm just going to stick it out right here. I got track position, and I felt like I still had the speed, so it worked out. Yeah,
it looked like Adam Vinny was trying to challenge you on the starts and restarts, and then so was Mark Herzog. If anybody's going to beat you, my bet is that's how they're going to have to do it, is get you on the restarts, but you seem to be pretty smooth, and you don't seem to get too rattled by those. Do you ever think, oh, this is the guy that might get me?
Yeah, I mean, any of these guys are capable. They're going to be there to pounce on any mistake you make, and that's what all these races boil down to. You can't never be perfect, but you got to make the least amount of mistakes out of everybody. And like I said, they can pounce at any time. It's just I was on my toes every restart.
Well, another win, another awesome run, man. You led her flag to flag. Give me some shout-outs again, and we'll let you go celebrate one more time.
Yeah, man. I want to thank you in the booth again for doing this every Tuesday night. I want to thank Jeff and Marv doing everything they do for the league. It's a great league to run in. AMP Grading and Gunslinger Whiskey, the main sponsors. My sponsors, Puryear Race Parts, Chris and Alan Puryear with Cold War Banker Elite, and Ashworth Roadside Rescue.
All right, man. Congrats on another great victory. I will look forward to seeing you Monday night over at Mars.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That is Dylan Connor picking up another win. It seems like every week we talk to him at least once, if not twice, in Victory Circle on Mondays and Tuesdays. But Connor wins it. Vinny was second, Knowles third. Werdeman, good run for Jeff Werdeman. He is not the hard charger. He did have a good qualifying effort, had a wreck early, and parlayed everything that happened to him into a fantastic finish. Justin Moore. Actually, I'm sorry. Jeff Werdeman was the hard charger. Yeah, Jeff Waterman did pick up 11 spots to become our charger. Justin Moore in 5th. Herzog in 6th. Wynn 7th. Stallnacker in 8th. Payette was 9th. Rundle in 10th. Westendorf 12th. Or 11th. Excuse me. Hines 12th. Pierce 13th. McLaughlin 14th. Dillon 15th. And Turnmeyer round off the field. He expired early. He was just going to roll that thing into the pits, maybe get service, and smack the inside wall and took the whole fender off the car. So they may need a little bit higher grade bolts to hold everything together on that 16 car. Don't know. Been another fun one, guys. I appreciate everybody being in the chat, chatting it up. It was a lot of fun. We did end up with 6 cautions. So that is we're go over to the Facebook page, send me a message. We'll see if we can't put something together for you, buddy. The Racing Network on Facebook, and hit the private messages. Shoot us a message. Let me know you won the over-under for ERA Tuesday night. We are going to be indisposed for the rest of the week, so it might take me a few days to get back to you. Just be patient with us. Thanks again for everybody being in the chat, guys. It was enjoyable as always. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to do any of this. Without all the awesome leagues giving us great racing like you saw again here tonight, there is nothing for us to cover. Thank you, everybody there. We are off the rest of the week. We'll be back on Monday night with Monday Night Thunder, Mars Pavement Street Stocks first. That's a 7 o'clock show, Central Time, 8 Eastern. And then 8:30 Central, 9:30 Eastern, the Camus Racing Simulators Big Block Modified Series rolls into round number 10 over there. So that's our next couple of shows. Till we see you guys again, keep the rough side down. Peace and love to everybody. Have a wonderful week. Try not to boil in this crazy heat.